I welcome you all to the third lecture of Information Security Fundamentals. In today's session, we shall discuss about the various components of information security. So let's get started. Well, in the previous session, we discussed about the three fundamental principles information security stands strong upon, and which can also be used to protect resources available in networking. Here, we shall discuss about the components of information security or information system. Well, an information system is not just a computer hardware. It is a combination of multiple elements such as software, hardware, people, data, and network. So all these five basic elements enable the information to be input, processed, output, and stored. All of these components have their strengths and weaknesses with respect to the information system. Each component has their own security requirements. So, as you can see, here we will be discussing about the five different components, be it hardware, software, telecommunications, or network. Then we have the database, which will talk about the data, and the human resources and procedures. So basically, the components of information systems are interconnected with each other. People of the organization use software for their regular business activities. The software in turn interacts with hardware to save and process data. Data is stored in different file systems such as database. All these systems and softwares interact with each other by using the network. The stored data can be accessed by different people for their regular work using the organization network. Through the network, people can interact with private networks. So starting with the hardware, well, hardware is always a physical and visible asset of an organization or an individual. The hardware provides a chance to mount softwares over it and executes them, stores data, transports data, and provides an interface for adding and removing information from or into the system. Most of the organizations provide physical security to the hardware, such as lock and keys, providing access rights to only a few who are authorized employees of the organization. Physical security may not be enough to protect the hardware because even a small location theft of memory would also make information loss. But most of the hardware components are not provided with security measures, hence security at software level can only protect it. Now, next we come to computer software. So the software or this component is the most critical and crucial because most of the information flow happens through it. This component includes an operating system, application softwares, and device utilities. IT industry has a large degree of possibilities to have bugs and other fundamental problems in software. Most of the crucial information on any organization flows through the software, which it uses for its daily needs. A small glitch in the software provides more scope for variabilities, which makes the system more prone to attacks. In fact, our daily life is affected by most of the softwares with bugs. Smartphone apps are the best example for it. So software's developments in the market are done with very limited workforce and the nasty deadline, which created softwares with more holes in it. Most of the software development processes will consider the security of it as an external component rather than including it as a basic component, which makes the software more prone to security damages. Next, we talk about telecommunications or network. So in most of the cases, the external of the company tries to intrude into the system by using their network. Hence, it needs a great level of security to be implemented in this component. A small compromise in network security will create vulnerabilities. In turn, it may create damage. Here, security can be implemented either at the entry level of the network, with some filtration rules or allow the intruder to penetrate the system but implement a counterattack on the intruder system. Physical level security may not be much helpful at this level but cannot be neglected. Next, we have databases or data warehouses. So this component is where the material that the other components work with resides. So a database is a place where data is collected and from which it can be retrieved by querying it using one or more specific criteria. Data is one of the most vital resources for any organization. So a greater level of effort is needed to protect it. Data would be the ultimate target for any intruder or attackers. Small loss of data will result in a huge damage to organizational growth. Protection at each level of data transit is needed. Most of the software project management teams are neglecting the usage of the security measures provided by DBMS, which makes the database weak on security. Physical theft on the system will result in the loss of crucial data. So take advantage of all the security levels available at software to protect data from the external world. Then we talk about the human resources and procedures. Well, people who are working inside or outside of organizations are the powerful and weak to provide the security to organization information assets. Every organization must provide various kinds of access rights to the people by implementing the access control registers based on the position of the employees. Every organization must design and implement organization policy about how to use the data, what are the penalties for misuse of information. Also, they have to conduct various kinds of training programs to educate and create the awareness in employees on various aspects like how to use the technology, what is the need for securing the information, etc. Also, another aspect where most of the organizations are facing problem for providing the security of their information is due to their procedures. A procedure is nothing but a set of designed instructions to perform specific actions for organizational activities. If any organization fails to provide the importance of these procedures to the employees, then it incurs a great loss to the organization. So every organization must distribute the policies about the procedures for every individual without fail. Special training should be given to the employees to work with procedures. So after discussing each of these 5 components of information security, we come to the end of today's lecture. Thanks to all for watching.